Welcome back, students. I am Sudipto Karmakar, Assistant Professor of Physics, SVIST, and in today's class we will show that the group velocity associated to a moving particle, that is equals to the particle velocity. Okay, with the help of de Broglie hypothesis. So let's start. So we know the energy for any particle according to quantum mechanics. Its expression is, according to quantum mechanics, the expression for energy, that is E, that is equals to h nu. You know what is h? H is nothing but it is Planck's constant, and nu is the frequency of oscillation. So, if I multiply and divide this right hand side by 2 pi, then what you get? We have h by 2 pi into 2 pi n, 2 pi nu. So it results h by 2 pi, I am writing it as h cut, it is reduced Planck's constant, and 2 pi nu, it is angular frequency. So therefore, the expression for energy that becomes h cut omega. Here, one thing is to be remembered that h cut is reduced Planck's constant, and omega, that is equals to 2 pi nu, it is angular frequency. Okay, so it is angular frequency. So I am writing it as equation number 1. Let's come about the momentum. So if the particle having momentum p, that is traveling with momentum p, then the corresponding de Broglie wavelength is given by, for a particle moving with momentum p, then the associate de Broglie wavelength, to this moving particle is given by lambda equals to h by p. Okay, so it is the mathematical description of de Broglie hypothesis, right? Lambda equals to h over p. So here I can write p equals to h by lambda, just changing the signs. Now h by lambda can also be written as h by 2 pi into 2 pi by lambda. Now h by 2 pi, as I have already mentioned, it is reduced Planck's constant, and what is this quantity? 2 pi by lambda. It is k. Now what is k? Here k is 2 pi by lambda. It is wave propagation constant. It is wave propagation constant. Okay. So as a result, we have p equals to h cut k. This is our equation number 2. Now from equation number 1, I can write from equation 1. What we can write? From equation 1 gives equals to h cut omega. So I am writing it another time, equals to h cut omega. It results omega equals to E by h cut. Okay, so remember this, omega equals to E by h hat. This is our equation number 3. Now from equation number 2, that means P equals to h cut k, that gives us, from equation number 2, it gives us P equals to h cut k. P is the momentum, h cut is reduced Planck's constant, and k is wave propagation constant. So k becomes P by h hat. So this is our equation number 4. Now let's come to the definition of group velocity. Group velocity, which is basically denoted by V suffix g, that is d omega dk, right? D omega dk. So I can write here d omega, that means omega means E by h hat, E by h hat, by d of k. D of k means P by h hat. So d of P by h hat. Okay, since h hat is constant, so it can be taken out of the differential operation. So it becomes h cut by h cut dE by dP. So h cut cancels out. So as a result, we have dE dP. So we have an alternate definition for group velocity. Group velocity Vg can also be represented as dE dP. Okay. So this is our equation number 5. Now for simplicity, I am considering here a free particle. A free particle means that particle that only have kinetic energy but no potential energy. So I am also considering here non-relativistic case. So for a non-relativistic particle, now non-relativistic particle means such particles whose velocity is far more less than the velocity of light. That means these kinds of particles do have a velocity which is much less than the velocity of light. So such particles are known as non-relativistic particles. Okay, so for non-relativistic particles, its total energy, that is capital E, it is nothing but T square by 2m, where we have taken the potential energy equals to 0. So that means the total energy of the particle becomes the kinetic energy of the particle itself, where P square by 2m where P square by 2m is the kinetic energy of particle. Okay, so it is the total energy. So this is the total energy of the particle. It is the total energy of particle. Okay. So since the total energy of a non-relativistic free particle is E equals to P square by 2m, now we have to differentiate both sides with respect to momentum, that is with respect to P. Therefore, dE dP, this becomes 1 by 2m, it is a constant, so it is taken out from the differentiation. dDP, that is going to act on P square. So we have 1 by 2m into 2p. These two cancels out. So as a result we have P by N. Now what is P? P is momentum, as I have already mentioned. So d dP, that becomes, it is equals to P by N. Now what is P? Here P is the momentum of particle. It is the momentum of particle. Now what is momentum? The product of mass and particle velocity. So I am writing here the mass, m is the mass of the particle, into v particle. V particle is the particle velocity, because we all know that the definition of momentum is mass times velocity. So I have to substitute this expression for momentum into this relation. So this is our equation number, I guess it is 6. So from equation number 6, if I substitute this mass into particle, v particle, then we have what do you get? On the left hand side I have dE dP, right? And on the right hand side I have P by M. Now P, as you can see, P is equals to mass into V particle. V particle means particle velocity. Now these two masses cancels out. As a result we have free particle. Okay. Now let's come to equation number 5. Vg, that is group velocity, that represents d by dp, and in our present calculation we have dE by dP, that is equal to the particle velocity. So this is our equation number 7. So from equation number 5 and equation number 7, we can compare both sides and we can write from equation number 5 and 7. We can write Vg equals to V particle. That means group velocity is equal to the particle velocity. So we have already proved the relation between group velocity and particle velocity. That means the group velocity that is associated with a moving particle, that is equal to the particle velocity. So that's all for today's class. Hope it will helpful for your examination. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.